What's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining me on another YouTube video with your host. I am AJ. This is AJ Focus YouTube channel, and we're back working on the Fiesta Mk6.5, Mark 6, Mark 5, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, so this is the facelift of the Mark 5, Mark 6. So this is the 1.6 HDI TDCi engine in these, and today we're going to be doing something quite big on this car. We need to replace the turbo on this thing. It's decided the other day to destroy its propeller blades inside. So yeah, but before we get into any of that, if you haven't done so yet already, give me a quick like and a quick follow. I would hugely appreciate that. I do actually have an Instagram page as well as AJ Focus. I am still on that Instagram page. I still go on there occasionally. I don't upload as often as I used to, but if you want to see all of my previous projects and videos and little hands-on videos that aren't here on YouTube, they are also on my Instagram page. Everything from the Mark 6 Fiesta, Renault Twingo, Focus ST225. So they're all on my Instagram page if you want to sort of look into little videos and little pictures on there. As like I said, it's all on there. So give that a quick follow if you don't mind. I'd hugely appreciate that. But yeah, we're going to be cracking on with doing the turbo. We need to replace this one because the other day, grab the torch up here. I was driving along and I can hear something like whistling. The turbo is really, really loud, like almost like a tea kettle going down the road. It's stupidly loud. And then I stopped, pulled over, got out. I revved it. I thought the noise was coming from over here, first of all, because it sounded like it was over here, like the belt or something down there, like, I don't know, the pulley or something like that was probably squeaking. Then I revved it again, and I can hear it coming from this area. And luckily for me, I do actually own a ram air filter. So I popped that off, and then I had a look inside there. And as you can sort of see, my propeller blades have all bent. And I'll turn the engine off, let it idle down for a second, and then once it did that, left it for a few minutes, put my finger in there, and then wobbled the propeller blade. And yeah, the propeller blade in there was all wobbly. So I caught it just in time, as you can sort of see, look at the top one up there. I caught it in time before any of those blades snapped off and shot through the engine. So I disconnected the vacuum line here, and then I disconnected the pipe here as well. To stop any debris going through the system and into the engine. So I literally drove home with no turbo, just naturally aspirated diesel. So yeah, I just disconnected it all, and yeah, I took off the boost pipe and had a look down inside, and there's no debris. It's nice and clean in there. And but these pipes are full of I don't know, something looked like it got sucked through. Maybe a piece of rubber came off that, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, anyways, bits of crud in there. I'm guessing just where the propeller blade decided to hit against the side of the turbo housing. But luckily I caught it, like I said, just in time before anything got sucked through into the engine. I have checked the oil. I have checked, like I said, the dozer pipe here. I've taken it off and it's all clean in there, so nothing got sucked through, luckily. And like I said, I must have just caught it just in time before the blades decided to leave the chat. So yeah, we're going to take this apart. Right, first things first, what you're going to want to do is, obviously, if you've got an air filter, standard air box, you want to remove your standard air box. And then once you've done that, you want to then remove the boost pipe here, which is just held on with the Jubilee clamp. Okay, that's now loosened. What I'm going to do also, I've taken off the headlights, so you can sort of see. I'm going to take the bumper off as well, because I want to get to the intercooler, because I want to clear out, make sure nothing got sucked through into the intercooler as well, or just take the pipes off, give them a clean out. But it helped, as the other day, and I picked up some degrease and stuff and brake cleaner and things like that, just so I can give it all a good clean out and a good, yeah, just try and get as much of the crap out of the pipes if there's anything in there. Next thing I'm going to want to do is remove this bolt right here, which is an 8mm. That's what holds the little plastic. I don't know what you would call this part. I'm guessing it's like a sound deadening, because that's what these are for. I think it just sort of deadens the sound a little bit. On my Silver Fiesta back in the day, I actually cut that bit out and put a silicone joiner in between just to help free flow it a bit better. I'm thinking about doing it again. Also, like I said, gets rid of that baffle. But yeah, 8mm to remove that. Once you remove that bolt, you want to come over to your heat manifold here, your heat shield, and just remove that. That's also an 8mm on those bolts as well. So let's remove all the bolts that you can sort of see. I've only got 3 holding one on, 1, 2. There's a third one down there. There's a 4th one in the middle, just down there as well. So yeah, there's about 4 bolts on, but I've only got the 3 there because one's already missing. All right, once you remove your heat shield, you have to move the pipe out of the way so you can remove it up and out of the way. You should be left with that. And as you remember, you took that bolt out of there earlier. Right, you can just grab it from there, and this will just slide up like that, and then just wriggle it out. It's got a rubber seal on there. It's got a bolt on there as well, which sort of just slots into that piece there. So you don't really need to undo that bolt because it just that holds it in. It's mad to think that all that holds that pipe on is one bolt and a little bolt that sort of clamps it down as well. All that pressure and a rubber seal as well. So that's what you should be met with. Next thing you're going to want to do is now remove this heat shield, which is held on with that tab down there. It's sort of like a nipple sticking up there, and a 10mm bolt on that side. So you want like a deep socket for that one, and a 10mm on that one. So they're not on there very, very tight, they're just nipped on. There's only a small thread on these. And you should be able to just remove that up and out of the way, like so. One heat shield. As you can sort of see, the turbo is now fully exposed to get off the exhaust manifold. And yeah, you also want to undo the oil feed line in a minute. First thing next we're going to do is remove the downpipe. Now I actually do have the upgraded free flowing downpipe to go on. This is from Gravity Performance, and yeah, you can check them out as well. This isn't a paid promotion, but yeah, Gravity Performance. So this is a performance downpipe for this car. Basically, it's a free flowing catless system. So I'm going to be installing that on there. So we're going to have a new turbo and a new downpipe going on at the same time. I haven't gone for an upgraded turbo. I was going to upgrade it to the Focus turbo and then do the injectors, but I couldn't find any injectors in time, and I really need the car running again because this is my daily, so I need this car running. So I've just gone and got a standard Fiesta turbo, the same one that's on here, but brand new. So yeah. So like I said, I'm going to undo this in here. This is a clamp that holds on the downpipe to the back of the turbo, so we're going to need to remove that. And I'm going to need to get under the car, and I'm going to need to angle grind off the old downpipe bolts because they are completely seized on. For that long nut and bolt in there, I always use a spark plug socket. This is a 10mm, and it fits over that beautifully, and it gets a nice grip on it, no movement at all. Then I'll just put a socket on there, break it free, and then remove the clamp. So that's what I use, because it gives it a nice, because where it's got the rubber ring in there, it really grips it nice and tight, because loads of heat cycles and that bolt is normally really, really tight to undo. Right, for me now, I'm going to jump ahead a bit, so I'm going to jack the car up and get it all secure for me to get underneath. So the next time you see this, I will jump ahead a bit, but you wouldn't have missed anything, so I'll explain what's going on. Okay, so I've got the car up in the air. Make sure you put yourself an axle stand and keep your jack under it just in case. Right, I'm going to need to take off my boost pipes here as well. And like I said, because I want to give these a clean out and make sure that no debris got sent through the pipes. And then I can get to the downpipe, which I need to remove that bolt up there. Remove that bolt there as well. I think they're like a 10mm. I think that one's a 13 over there. And then I can get to the bolts that hold the downpipe on, which are that one there and that one there. I've already had a go at trying to get them off, and they're just impossible to get off. So I've gone over my parents and got my angle grinder, and I'm just going to chop the studs off the end there, and hopefully I can just push them out and hammer them out or drill them out, whatever. I've had enough. I'm just going to chop them off. I have new hardware as well to go on. So yeah, so I'm going to try and bring this down as much as I can so I can get the angle grinder in there and chop it off, and yeah, go from there really. Alright guys, so it's been about 15 minutes. So I've just lubricated up the bolts on the back of the turbo manifold there. There's 2 bolts at the top, there's one on the bottom down there, and there's one round that side. Can't really see it from here. So there's 4 now. I'm just letting them soak a bit of WD-40. As you can see down there, it's a bit wet down there as well. Just spray some WD-40 down there. There's a bolt. You're going to focus. Basically, there's a bolt there that needs to be lubricated. I've removed the intercooler piping as well. As you can see, it's now gone. Got a lot more room here now. And I've just been cleaning out the intercooler piping. There was a lot of, I don't know what it is. There's some rubbery black stuff in there. I think it might have just been oil over the years, so it's just built up and that. So I've got some of that degreasing stuff from Halford's. Bloody hell, I'll tell you what, it's strong. I'll show you what it is in a minute. And I've just sprayed that in there. Literally within seconds, it's all just coming away from the walls of the pipe. There's nothing in there now. It works really, really quickly, and then you can just spray some water in there and just rinse it out. So I'm just leaving it up there now to soak again, make sure I get everything out of the pipe, you know. Can't get my words out. So yeah, the pipe's soaking basically, and yeah. So now I'm going to undo the downpipe and get ready to angle grind those bolts off. Right guys, it's been again another 15-20 minutes now. I've just been fighting, trying to get this downpipe off here. As you can sort of see, I've removed it now from the turbo at the back. I've dropped it halfway down. I've undone those 2 bolts. You can see one hole there and one over that side. They're a 10 mil. You have to get them from underneath. Bit of lubrication because it's going to be very, very tight because of the heat cycles. And yeah, I've just looked inside here and it looks all right from in here. I think it is just to the propeller blade from the intake side. So this one looks absolutely fine, but I've just put my finger through there and gave the turbo. I have to get my finger in there. You can see. You guys can see the wobble. It's a bit difficult to see on camera, but it's up and down like that and in and out. So yeah, the shaft is knackered. I know it has supposed to have a little bit of play, but not like what I can feel and what I can see, because it is hitting slightly and I can feel it grinding. So yeah, the shaft in there's gone. It can be rebuilt because it is, all this is fine. I'm going to keep the turbo because I might just send it off to get rebuilt and wait for my new one to arrive, and then I might just either put the one that's rebuilt back on because this is a standard Ford one, or I might sell this on once it's been rebuilt. But yeah, yeah, so it can be rebuilt. I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to take a break from this now because we've been doing this video now for about 14 minutes coming up to on your end. For me, it's I've been out here now for about 45 minutes. It's close to an hour now, and I know it doesn't seem like much, but I've done quite a bit. So I'm going to end this part of the video here, and part 2 will follow directly after this. So I'm not going to upload them separately. They will just follow one after another. All right, I'm not doing editing anymore. So videos are just raw video footage now. I'm not editing and cutting and copying and pasting things like that. I'm just going to video what I'm doing, pause it, stop it, upload it, and then go again. That's how I'm going to do it for a while. Because I'm in the middle of trying to get a new computer so I can start my editing again. I'm enjoying doing these videos, and I hope you're enjoying them as well. So yeah, this is part 1 of getting the turbo prepared, getting all the parts off out of the way so we can get to the turbo. As you can see now, it is very, very exposed, so it's ready to come out. And now we've got good access because we've got the oil feed line down there as well. So you follow the line there, it goes down to the engine block, and then we've also got return as well. So yeah, we've got good access now for the turbo, ready to come off. I'm going to carry on doing my little side project, which is obviously getting that downpipe off and getting ready to install the gravity performance downpipe. Yeah, so I'm going to do this off camera. So next time you see the second part of the video, hopefully that is off and the turbo will be the next episode. Thanks very much for watching. This is, like I said, this is just an intro, sort of hopefully gives you guys an idea on how to get in there and know what you're looking for. It is very simple. Once you've taken things out of the way, everything's just sort of there, easy to get to. None of this modern car stuff where there's crap everywhere. This is simple, hands-on mechanical fun. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. See you guys on part 2 in a little while. And like I said, give me a quick follow, quick like, and follow my Instagram. I'd hugely appreciate that. And if you do enjoy these videos, leave a comment down below, let me know. And yeah, I'm trying to get back into doing videoing again. And yeah, just let me know if you guys are enjoying the content. And yeah, I'm a bit rusty. It's been a few years since I've done videoing, so I'm a bit rusty. So give me time and I'll get back into the swing of it. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching.